troubling questions about her death and disturbing possibilities for what may have happened next.
After I tried to stop some of the war bleeding, I tried to check on the baby, and it was just it really wasn't doing anything.
Now, how did you try and check?
I guess I just looked, and it wasn't anything.
Okay, so you said you took the baby out of the toilet and laid it where?
Just on the ground.
Although Emily's story may be true, it seems the detective is reluctant to believe her and might be suspecting that she's withholding a darker
I don't believe her
truth.
either.
And we talked
really
about this last night, and I explained to you that the pathologist is going to be able to tell
Yeah, if it was choked or something.
the cause of death on the child.
Mm-hmm.
And did you do anything physically to?
No, I didn't do anything physically. Obviously, I didn't do much at all. I was more concerned about me than I was.
Undeveloped
Detective
mind.
Maley's notes reveal that Emily expressed concern, stating, "I don't want this to seem like I intentionally killed the kid." When asked if she choked the baby, she answered, "There's no way I could even comprehend something like that." Though Emily stands by her story, an autopsy report will later shed light on this tragic mystery. For now, the detective shifts the conversation to what Emily did next after giving birth. She briefly explains that she laid in bed, sleeping off and on through minor stomach pains until about 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
So then my roommate was like, "Well, what do you want to do for dinner?"
And who was that?
Paige.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't really know. So then we just decided to go to McDonald's, at the airport McDonald's.
So how did you get there?
I drove.
Mm-hmm. She go with you?
Yeah, felt fine. Went to our room, sat there, ate it. Then I showered. Everything felt fine. I felt fine. So after I showered, I got on the computer. I started typing. I had a presentation due today, so I started doing it, and I didn't look anything up about the situation on the computer. So if you still you can look that up, but I didn't look anything up on the computer or anything. I just did my presentation, and then that's when fire department showed up and came upstairs and asked if I was okay, if I felt fine. I said yes, and then that's when everyone, the police department, whoever, came up.
What Emily did with the child following the birth will soon come to light in her own harrowing admission.
I want you to think about this. You know that there's going to be an autopsy on her.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we've went over this, and I've got your answers to those questions. If any of that's not true, what you told me, I need to hear that from you, because it's going to look much better on you if we hear it from you rather than hear it from the doctor.
Yeah. And if I was going to intentionally kill a kid, I feel I would have not put its head up and just let it drown. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I intentionally inflicted harm on the kid.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Did you try and keep her alive?
I didn't do anything to keep her alive. No.
So they told me it's going to come down to who do they believe, me or the coroner.
As police arrive on campus and begin to question Emily, Logan sends a panicked message, reading, "What did you do?" When asked what happened immediately following the birth, Emily begins recounting her actions. After giving birth, she describes going to the kitchen and returning with a knife, which she used to cut the umbilical cord. Emily vividly recounts the baby's final movements before claiming they stopped altogether. Afterward, she admits she disposed of the baby's body and other evidence in a black trash bag. Emily then lay down on the couch for around 15 minutes, leaving the trash bag on the bathroom floor.
Then after that, once I felt like I could walk, I went out and I took it outside, and I set it just right by the house. It was trash day. I could have took it to the trash bins, the trash hadn't gone out or anything, but I just sat it there, and I came back in, and I was still losing blood, so I just laid on the couch.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Why did you just set her right outside the door and not somewhere else?
I just didn't know. I didn't want to like travel. Like I didn't want to throw her like in the trash bin for like the garbage people to like just throw in the trash can. So at one point I thought about burying her, but I didn't want to like take her like away, and then because I wasn't in like I felt like the safest like position yet, because I was laying down and I was still losing blood, so I was just like, well, maybe I need to go if something doesn't stop soon. But then it slowly like started settling down.
Now, why didn't you call 911?
I mean, I probably should have, but I just didn't
Okay.
feel like there was anything left to do. I just thought the baby was gone.
Though we may never know what Emily had been thinking, rising tensions between Emily and Logan shed a horrifying light on the situation that foreshadowed the tragic events that would soon follow. While accusing Emily of drinking throughout her pregnancy, he tells her she might as well just kill it. Despite Emily's grim admissions and the incriminating texts, investigators still have no clear proof of exactly what happened to the baby. However, the coroner's report will soon reveal harrowing details about the child's tragic death. For now, it appears as though the detective is searching for any sign of remorse from Emily as he asks her one final question.
Can you sum this up with how you feel about this?
I wish I could be like rewound the situation, I guess.
Can you speak up just a little bit?
I
I'm
just
sorry.
wish it was like you could go back and I could have like called 911, but I didn't. So
With enough evidence to charge Emily with a crime, she's taken to jail with a bond set for $1 million. While behind bars, conversations with her mom, Sandra, continue as Emily faces a critical decision to prove her innocence.
I have to go to court at 2:30.
Oh, today?
I either have to take 15 years or go to trial. The prosecutor just came at me and was like, well, we're going to drop if you plead out to this, we're going to drop your two tampering with evidence charges because you've been good while you've been in jail. But he said it comes down to you knowing this whole time about it, having conversations about it, and it just looks bad on you. So go to trial. You think this is a good decision?
I think it's your best option.
All right.
All I can tell you to do is pray about it.
Okay.
Resolved to take the case to trial, Sandra reveals their attorney's strategy to present Emily with a positive image in front of the jury.
He was telling me that, or explaining, I need to get you about 4 outfits together, and I need you to look young, but not like a nun. Conservative, young-looking, but not like a nun. He didn't say anything about makeup or anything.
I know. I feel like I can't have it.
Oh, well, it's okay. You look better when you're pale anyway.
I feel like I'm going to look pretty rough. My hair is going to look ridiculous.
Just have somebody braid it.
In a tearful moment, Emily reflects after a discussion with her attorney, describing her feelings toward the crime in the face of the upcoming verdict.
He was like, how would you find yourself? And then he's like, whoa, how can you say you're going to find yourself in this? Of course I'm going to find myself guilty. I feel. That's what I've always felt.
On July 29, 2015, after declining the 15-year plea deal, 20-year-old Emily Weaver pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. Though her motive remains unclear, the defense argued she may have been suffering from a dissociative episode due to having an unperceived pregnancy. In a statement by Emily, she explained, "I didn't identify it as a human being," adding, "I wasn't associating it as a baby. It was an it." At the trial, the devastating truth of what happened to the child was finally revealed. According to the autopsy, the coroner concluded the baby died of asphyxiation. On May 13, 2016, a jury found her guilty of aggravated murder, abuse of a corpse, and 2 counts of tampering with evidence. Emily Weaver was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. However, in December 2022, the case was reopened after an appeal argued that her life sentence did not accurately reflect the nature of the crime and that her punishment was not consistent with similar cases. In November 2023, Emily was resentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 20 years. She's currently incarcerated at the Dayton Correctional Institution in Ohio, where she will be eligible for parole in 2035.
Hey, you wanna know
She's
the only
currently
thing? You wanna know the only crazy thing about watching these videos like this? They are going to live, most likely going to live to get out of jail, look at these videos and react to them probably. And that's the weirdest, craziest thing and the most scariest thing. And not only that, we got to deal with these institutionalized people too. It's a lot of people who did a lot of messed up stuff in these videos y'all watch. And they are coming home within the next 10 years. A lot of them. She coming home within the next 10 years. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. She's come home within this 10 years, y'all. I told y'all, the older we get, like I see why old people be mad. They be like, cause look, man. Yeah, man, what y'all think about this? This is crazy. I knew. So the baby, man, I don't even want to talk about it too much. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. This is what the undeveloped mind does. Stuff like this comes from undeveloped minds. So what, like, come on. Mine is just, like, they really need to do a study because people be thinking I'm playing. Before you turn 25, you will probably do the dumbest things ever in life. And it's really like, so one day, what it was for me, it was like I was 24, and then I was just like, oh, hell. I look left and right. It's like I woke up out of kindergarten. Like, life started being even more, it was already real, then it became even more real from a different POV. Like, come on, man. So, look, man, I know she turned 25, and, like, why did I do that? Yeah, undeveloped mind, but I'm still scared of her, y'all. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. Hey, you ever had your girlfriend mad at you because you walking around the house with 3 RPGs and 2 assault rifles and 5 sidearms? Well, you will actually be proving her wrong in this video because this man found a killer in his attic. Yeah.
Animal,
You call me
no, my name's
crazy.
Robert. Oh, there's a dude in my room.
Shots fired, shots fired.
Definitely not how I wanted Father's Day to end.
On the night of June 18th, 2023, the Cudahy Police Department in Wisconsin received a strange series of 911 calls coming from a block of houses on Carpenter Avenue. Officers show up on scene to speak with witnesses, and what they reveal is completely bizarre.
What's going on?
Okay, so across the street, not. Okay, so we're facing that way.
50 or
okay?
29 on
There's
the
a
initial
duplex
caller. It's Scott
next to a small house. Okay, so upstairs somebody smashed out from the second floor, jumped onto the small roof, and ran.
Okay,
so there might
on
be glass on the other side.
on
of
the
the street.
south side
Yes, not this block.
of Kirkwood.
Yes,
Okay,
it's across the street.
okay. You saw somebody smash
There's-
glass and jump out of a window?
No. We heard the smashing glass, and then they jumped out of the window onto the roof. That's the shorter house. So they were on the second floor and jumped and ran that way.
Okay. Did you hear gunshots or anything?
Well, we've heard some freaking sketchy stuff.
50 to 09. Your caller observed a house on the south side of the block, heard glass smash, and saw a subject jump from the window onto the roof of another house.
Someone breaking through a window and running across rooftops like Spider-Man on a Father's Day
For
evening
real,
in a
like,
quiet residential
man.
area is odd enough, but nothing can prepare the officers for what happens next.
See if you can find phone numbers, attempt to make contact with
This is Gotham
anybody
City?
inside those houses that can advise if they've had any houses broken into and or saw or heard anything suspicious.
This Spider-Man universe? Oh, yeah.
Shots fired, shots fired. 9 desk. I don't know where the shots are coming from, but they're just to the east of us.
Officers on scene, answer up. I need squad numbers. Make sure everybody's okay.
Within 10 minutes, another shot rings out. This time it's closer to a different pair of officers 1 street over from the first.
So you want to keep your gun up like this. And you can use the garage.
Why is you teaching her this? Why do she have a assault rifle? I don't care if it was, bro. Why do this officer has a assault rifle in their hand and they don't know what they, man? Stop finna, nah, stop playing with me.
I don't know where the shots are coming from, but they're just the details here.
Right there. Oh, that's okay.
Oh no. Oh no, you're not finna have me paranoid. Give me a new partner.
Okay.
All right. Watch her back.
5-9's good. Let's retreat it back on the other side of
Back this way. Come on. Keep an eye out.
66 and Barris from South Walk, you're good. We just really
Hey, she has gave me anxiety. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
I want your help for this. I need everybody here. Call mutual aid for anybody that's got an officer available. I don't know where the shots are coming from, but that's the second shot that was just fired at us.
Oddly, this second shot happens almost immediately after the officer shines his flashlight beam on the detached garage in front of him, which in his report, he claimed was in the direction he thought he heard something. Officers are now advised to wait for the South Shore Joint Tactical Unit's armored vehicle to respond with heavy-duty protection gear for the officers, as it's clear someone is shooting, if not at the officers themselves, then very close to them. Before it can arrive, however, a third shot rings out.
See, this something you call SWAT for real.
Literally, the shot fired.
They
right
playing
when I
too
got
much.
out of my squad car, and then the second shot,
whoever
as
this
soon as we
is.
started moving. Huh?
Did the shot whistle past you?
I didn't hear it whistle past me. That's the thing. I don't know how, if they shot high, if he just shot quick, I have no idea. But
they playing
the first
too much.
gunshot was immediately, I literally walked around the front corner
They
of my
playing World
squad there,
War.
and boom, the shot went off. Then my heart thumping out of my chest. I didn't start my goddamn camera like I should have. I think I. 9 deaths. Shots fired. Shots fired.
It's in front of us.
10-4, shots fired.
It's right in front of. It's right in front of us. I don't know where he's shooting from. Stay down.
A total of at least 3 shots have been fired in the span of an hour, though this third round marks the final shot officers will hear this evening. The tactical armored vehicle arrives and officers, now fully suited up, begin to canvass the area. They start with the house that witnesses had identified as the one the suspect initially jumped from, a house further confirmed to be the source by a broken attic window, which was visible from the street. Glass shards littering the alleyways between this house and the neighboring house confirmed that the suspect indeed broke through the top floor window and leaped to the neighboring house's roofs, heading east before presumably climbing down somewhere. The house in question is a duplex, and officers manage to call the occupants and have them exit the home. They speak with the upstairs renter, Esmira Pendleton, first, as she is the occupant with access to the attic, the duplex being divided by floors with separate up and downstairs departments. Esmira states that members of the household had been asleep when officers had called and hadn't heard the attic window shatter, although she did notice the attic door was open when they were evacuating, which was unusual.
We talked to your neighbor that lives downstairs. She said it's fine for us to make sure everything's fine in her house. Can we make sure everything is fine in your house?
Yes.
Or we want to make sure nobody's hurt in there, nothing like that. So would you give us permission to just check? Because we're going to check the attic. We want to check yours, the lower and the basement to make sure that nobody's hiding, so you guys can safely go back inside. Is that okay? All right.
Also living at this duplex with Esmira are her mother, Carrie Jackson, and 2 teenage sons, Travis and Travell. Travis spoke to police while the rest of his family waited for other officers to finish searching the home.
Were you sleeping or anything, or have you been up?
I heard a little loud sound.
Carrie Jackson, Esmira's mother, would later confirm to officers that Robert, who is her grandson, and her son Ronnie had indeed visited earlier that day and left before nightfall. Both she and Esmira confirmed to police that no one else should be in the home and that they had no idea who might have been in the attic, much less jump through the attic window onto the neighbor's roof. With this in mind, officers enter the house and begin searching, clearing the top and bottom floors before honing in on the attic.
Hey, police! Anybody in the attic, make yourself known! Anybody in the attic, make yourself known!
Second floor complete. Moving to attic.
After several hours of searching, officers are forced to call off the search as the glass in the alley remains the only trace of the mysterious roof-jumping shooter. As Mira and her family, as well as the elderly tenant downstairs, are allowed back in their homes and police leave the area, little do they know that they will soon be back in response to yet another bizarre 911 call from this neighborhood.
Came home from work and you could tell somebody was in our attic. We found him in there.
How do I get up?
Carlos, do that door.
Who's up there with him?
My boyfriend pulled him out of the attic.
A couple had returned home to find a strange man hiding in their attic mere hours after police had called off the search for yet another criminal attic dweller.
Hey, I have a firearm.
All right, well, don't use it.
It's that door right there. Carlos, you stay. I'm not going up there.
36. He's on the porch with another individual. I'm gonna be heading up there.
Hey, I'm putting my firearm.
Put your way. Turn around.
I just told him, come in here.
Turn around.
I'm trying to come in.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Suspect up here. Come in through the back over here. Other individual has a firearm. He has it holstered.
I'll go put it up as soon as I can get past.
Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
Hey, he ain't do no faking.
What's your name?
I'm Robert Turner, man.
Who's who now?
Robert Turner, man.
Robert Turner, man? Or Robert Turner?
Man, my leg is broke.
All right, well, we're going to get you out downstairs, okay? He's got a firearm right here. He's the homeowner. He's got a firearm behind me. This individual's got to come downstairs. Yeah, we'll get you downstairs.
Where's the homeowner?
He's on the porch behind me. This one right here. Hey, this way, downstairs. He's just going to have to hop. Just hop, dude. Hop down.
Come on, man. You want me to get in front of him?
I got it. I can hop down.
No, I don't trust is out the window here.
Huh? He's fine. He's fine.
No, I'm not.
We got some, see that?
I see it.
Maybe upstairs. Might be an idea. 36 deaths. They got one in custody. Says his name is Robert Turner. Requesting ambulance for a possible broken leg.
You do a search?
No, I have not. Stop. Just hold still. You got anything on you we need to know about?
No, sir. Look at my leg.
You got any weapons or anything?
No, sir.
You got any weapons up in that attic?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Where do you live? Huh?
Carpenter?
Do you live on Carpenter?
Here. Did you hurt your leg jumping out a window?
Were you jumping out of a window or jumping across roofs last night?
My leg come across here yesterday.
What's that?
I'm on my see my grandmother. On my leg.
What's your first name? Robert?
Yeah.
And your last name is Turner?
Yes, sir.
What's your middle initial?
Can you please take these?
Hang on, what's your middle initial?
Cuffs ain't coming off, my friend.
Yeah.
What's your middle name?
Yeah.
L? And what's your birthday? Best to be honest with us.
Huh? Yeah, oh my God.
Bro, you gotta chill because guess what?
What's your address?
My man.
Yeah.
Where you stay at? Where you stay at, bro? Huh?
Across the way.
Yeah, what does across the way mean?
Oh, that's Carpenter right there.
You
That's
stay
my
on
brother.
Carpenter?
Yeah.
I think I've seen him before.
This house here? Were you running around last night on a rooftop?
No, I came across the thing.
It's clear by this point that the man is cousin Robert, who was mentioned previously by Travis and was over at the family home the prior day. Why he broke the window out of his grandmother's attic and ran across the rooftops is unknown. Also a mystery is why he decided to break into a neighbor's house to hide in yet another attic. Whether Esmira or Carrie knew Robert had been in the attic and hadn't left the home is unclear.
After you crawled out of the attic?
Yeah. No, don't grab. Don't grab.
To get up in that attic and check for a weapon.
Yeah. This would have been, I think I've seen him before.
I'm causing a problem, sir.
I know. Thank you.
My leg broke. Look at my leg.
How'd you get your leg broke? All right, I see why you're doing that. Hold up here, hold up here.
What you got? What we got?
Is it fentanyl or crack?
What you got?
No, I do them personal use.
Hey, is it? I don't care if it's personal. Is it fentanyl or crack?
I don't know. I think they ecstasy.
Ecstasy?
Yeah.
Now they're using that.
Yeah.
That's not ecstasy, bro.
It's not?
Maybe.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I use this. It should be in my system and everything.
You got a weapon on you?
No, sir.
Did you have a weapon on you?
Whatever you took was a weapon.
36 to 106.
I don't think anybody's here that was here this morning.
Gonna need a ladder or something to get into that attic, check for a weapon.
You live at Holmes? Ambulance is here. We'll take you to the hospital, okay? You're under arrest though, okay?
So what is I'm under arrest for?
Well, for starters, I mean, you're in somebody's attic. You shouldn't be, right?
I'm sorry, man. I
know.
I actually climbed on the top porch, man.
I got it. Well, you asked, right? Yeah. So.
No link in the middle. No black.
Yep. No, man. We're just trying to figure out what's going on, is all. And let's get your leg looked at. All right. It sounds like.
The attic is up here, yeah. Agentson's up there with the homeowner.
Came home, my bottom door was open and all the stuff from the attic was on the floor.
So you just got home?
Just got home. Just got off work and all the was from the attic was on the floor. And Mindy's like, there's an animal on the roof. And no, he started...
Who said that?
Mindy, my girlfriend, because we came up at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So we're thinking it's an animal and he said, no, my name's Robert. Oh, there's a dude in my roof.
Okay. Did he have anything...
No,
it was
once
an
he
animal,
heard us
all
in
right.
here, he said, my name's Robert, I'm in the attic. Then he tried to come down, I didn't know what to expect. He said he lives right there.
Have you seen that? Ever seen this
I've
before?
never seen him before. I could have, but I couldn't tell. He was so covered in I don't know.
Oh, man.
On paper for hit and run involves great bodily harm, hit and run involves injury, and homicide by dangerous weapon.
As was just mentioned on the officer's radio, it turns out that Robert has a serious criminal history. He was convicted of homicide by negligent handling of a weapon or explosive in 2007 and served 8 years in prison. At the time of this incident, he was on probation, and despite his family claiming he didn't live with them, the Milwaukee Department of Corrections had their address down as his place of residence.
So you see the insulation all over the floor. What do you do next?
I immediately looked up because I knew that's where it came from. Like, none of this was on the floor. So I knew something was in the attic. We thought it was like a raccoon or something, but then he started screaming, my name's Robert, my name's Robert. I said, I have a gun, get your down here. Nothing's missing, so he must have just went right up into the attic. He didn't touch anything. He came in here with my dog.
Was the dog barking when you got? I mean,
the dog barks at me if I come home. The dog barks at me if I go to the bathroom.
So really nothing suspicious with the dog then when you came home?
No.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
John, she says you leave this door open at night sometimes?
Yeah, we let so the dog can see outside.
So that door to the porch is unlocked?
Yeah, we usually leave the porch door open so the dog can. I never expected anything like this in this neighborhood. That's why I love cutting it.
Right. No, that's quite a shock when you get home. So what was he asking for? He said he would give you money to help him out, or
he asked me to call his grandmother. He said he'd give me $300 on Friday if I didn't call the police.
Police then began the arduous process of tracking down the gun they believe Robert was shooting the night before, starting in the attic before moving to the surrounding yards.
Got a metal detector.
Oh.
He had plenty of time to bury it, that's for sure.
Eventually, they locate the firearm in a fittingly bizarre place, consistent with the theme of the rest of this case.
Oh, in the grill? Get the f*** out of here. Nice. Bet, dude. Way to climb up in the attic, dude. 106.
06, go ahead.
Yeah, we located the firearm.
According to the complaint, police later found a spent shell casing in the area that matched the gun that was located in the charcoal grill. And, like Robert, the firearm was also covered in bits of insulation. As for the chalky, multicolored pills found in the baggie from Robert's pocket, the complaint referred to them as ecstasy. Robert Turner was subsequently charged with first-degree recklessly endangering safety, use of a dangerous weapon, possession of a firearm by a felon, and armed burglary, and he remains in custody currently. His initial plea of not guilty was entered in September, and his next court date is set for early November of 2023. He maintains that he wasn't shooting at police, though gave no clear alternative explanation for his actions.
He can't have an explanation for his actions. He wasn't even mentally there. Whatever he had in his pocket, he was on a lot of that. I don't know. Look, I live in the real world. Nobody who is dressed like this can tell you exactly why they did what they was doing. I'm gonna tell you this now. They don't understand. They are not there. Do you really think he here with us right now? Do you think he here with you right now? He didn't sober up until he got to jail a week later. Like, come on, man. Talking about he did all that. Man, look, first off, he already did a reckless homicide. Only got 8 years in jail for it. So his mind already kind of messed up. You only gave him 8 years, man. He feel like he is on top of the world. Like, come on, man. Stay away from them drills, y'all, cause this y'all'll be just like him. Y'all'll be just like him. I promise you. Y'all end up just like him. But look, man. Before y'all go out that side, at least give yourself a chance, man. At least give yourself a chance, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. What we got? I got one more video in me. Look, I done heard a lot of things, but in this video, the cops had to rescue a grandma that was stuck in the house with a serial killer.
Kill me.
No.
Oh, inside her own home.
Reach you here, but I can't kill them.
No.
Don't do that, sir. Just kill me.
We're doing it for the families of victims.
Victims?
When the police in Albuquerque, New Mexico responded to a domestic dispute on April 6, 2020, they had no idea that they were about to make contact with a criminal who was hiding a horrific secret. In fact, it would take another year before they realized the appalling extent of the perpetrator's crimes.
And I tried to be nice and they never appreciated it.
The following report is based on police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. The police became involved after they received several urgent calls from a woman named Cynthia, who reported that her nephew, 52-year-old Paul Apodaca, had beaten her violently after a brief argument. Despite her injuries, Cynthia managed to barricade herself and her 96-year-old mother Alvina in the back bedroom, where they now waited for rescue. The first police on scene were greeted with an alarming sight.
Someone's coming to the door, dude. I think it's the nephew. Hello.
Deadly force, sir.
What's that?
Deadly force.
Sir,
nah.
can you please put the knives away? Please, put the knives away, okay? I'm not playing with you, bro. Put the knives away.
Kill me.
No.
Please, can we talk to you, okay? Sir. We don't want to do this, brother.
I know that I can't reach you here, but I can't kill them.
No.
Don't do that, sir.
Just kill me.
Paul was no stranger to law enforcement. In addition to being a registered sex offender, he'd been incarcerated multiple times for charges including kidnapping, assault, and felony aggravated battery. However, the most depraved aspect.
Who let you out of jail after kidnapping somebody? Hold on. Who let you out of jail after kidnapping somebody, man?
Aspects of his criminal history were not yet known.
We can kidnap people and get out of jail, like, and have other charges stacked on top of it. Okay.
Huh?
You're gonna think I'm insane.
Come on, buddy. Let's just talk. Okay?
No. Talk.
Hostage situation.
Let's talk.
No.
3, 2, 1, I'll just walk back into the house.
While these officers attempted to wrangle Paul, several others jumped the backyard fence to make contact with Cynthia and Alvina, still barricaded in the back of the house.
What did he hit you with?
Very quickly, the officers realized that Cynthia's injuries were far worse than they originally thought.
She's very, very beat up. Very beat up. So we need to get in there. Okay. Give us 1 sec. We're gonna get in there.
This, law enforcement would eventually learn, was just a small example of Paul's capacity for violence. At the moment, the officers didn't yet know how far Paul was willing to go. Several police officers had entered the room Cynthia and Alvina were in, prepared to defend them if necessary. Despite the danger Paul posed, his grandmother Alvina was determined to ensure his safety, even at the expense of her own well-being.
You need to go outside. They can't get medical attention until you step out the front.
Okay.
So go out the front door now with your hands up and empty. We're not messing around.
I need you to stick to your man.
You need to go to the front door.
I don't want to hurt my grandson.
And we're trying not to, ma'am.
Go to the front, Paul. For God's sakes, he's mental.
Did he hit you?
My grandson.
Since Paul was blocking the main exit, the officers called the fire department, requesting a ladder to rescue the hostages through the window.
And the grandma wonder why she aged like that. Yeah, that's why you aged like that. You probably would have been way younger if you weren't so attached to your grandson like that. Boy, that man is a grown man and he done lived his life way beyond it.
This would prove to be easier said than done, especially when a new complication arose outside when another family member rushed to the scene in
That
an
woman,
emotional
95,
state.
she needs to be worried about
My
herself.
grandma can't climb through that fucking ladder back there.
I know. That's why we put a couple officers in there.
Just shoot him. Shoot him. I don't care. That's my cousin. Kill him.
Your car?
Yes.
Please wait inside your car.
I can't. That's my grandma. That's my grandma.
I get that, but you need to wait inside your car.
I called you guys and I sat here and I
right
waited
now you're
3
taking
hours.
our attention off of this.
Then
and
go
onto
do your
you.
job. I'm not
Go
doing
sit
shit.
your car.
You too.
Luckily, the police managed to convince Cynthia to climb down the ladder. She was later taken to the hospital for medical attention and would tell a harrowing tale of how she got her injuries and the steps she took to protect her mother.
So were you afraid that he was going to kick down the door?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what he was crazy beating me like, I told you never to tell me nothing. Don't ever tell me what to do. Oh, please, Grandma. Grandma, you're gonna give her a heart attack. Oh, yes, I know, I see that one. And then I like kind of like pushed him and I go, Mom, are you okay? Mom, please get up. And that's when he like freaked out and he like got her, Grandma, and don't touch me. Grandma, you okay? Don't touch me, she put her. And that's when I jumped up.
Still at the scene, the next priority was getting Alvina out to join Cynthia as the officers tried to persuade her to leave.
Okay, ma'am. In order for us to help him, we have to get you out. Come on.
Nope.
Ma'am, I need you to try to get down, okay? You can scoot down that ladder. You don't have to climb down it. Okay?
All the people be so stubborn.
You need to. You need to, okay?
Eventually, the officers managed to coax Alvina out of the window and guided her safely down the ladder.
Thank you.
Seconds after, Paul appeared at the back door.
Take her.
Thank you, Miss Alvina.
Keep walking out. Keep walking out. Walk out to the sound of my voice.
Put your hands up now.
Put your hands in the air. Drop whatever's in your hand.
Put your hands up now.
Put your hands up. Hands in the air. Step
Put your
down.
hands up. You're about to get 40, sir.
Step down.
Put your hands up in the air.
Turn around and face the house.
Turn around.
Put your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers.
Put your hands down! Put your hands down!
Be back.
Okay. Turn over! Turn over!
Even with the suspect subdued, the emotional turmoil on scene was far from over. Hearing the shots and not realizing the officers had fired beanbag rounds, Alvina immediately became distressed.
He's okay. He's okay. He's okay.
They didn't shoot him?
No, he's okay.
See, they just put him down, bro.
He's okay. Come on.
Paul was arrested and convicted of assaulting a peace officer with a deadly weapon, but it would only be over a year after Paul served his sentence for this crime that the police would learn that they hadn't even scratched the surface of his criminal record. More chilling details about events connected to several 30-year-old cold cases were about to surface. On July 20th, 2021, over a year after the assault on Cynthia, Paul was spotted wandering around outside a children's psychiatric hospital. He was arrested as there was a felony warrant out for violating probation. Yet again, this was nothing compared to the bombshell
on that
Paul
list?
was about to drop.
Got air conditioning back there, Paul?
Hold on just a little bit.
Why not? What'd you do?
I murdered out here. I never told anyone.
Why not?
I wasn't as dreadful and remorseful as I.
Shockingly, the woman Paul mentioned had been murdered more than 3 decades prior, on the evening of June 22nd, 1988. As far as the police could tell, 21-year-old Althea had stepped out for a walk after an argument with her boyfriend, only to fall victim to a senseless crime they were never able to explain. Until now. Now, as the officers took Paul straight to the police station, 2 cold case detectives sat down with him to see if he was telling the truth.
You didn't know Althea?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was walking behind.
She what?
Althea was walking home from the day. I don't know. My intention was to rape her.
Okay.
But again, I didn't know that I was going to do that.
How many times did you stab her?
Twice in the shoulder blade, at least twice in the left side.
According to police reports from 1988, a neighbor heard Althea scream. She called the police as the attacker fled and Althea collapsed. Police and rescue units were immediately dispatched, but tragically, their efforts were not enough to save Althea, who soon passed away in the hospital. Several witnesses were able to describe the suspect, and a composite sketch was published in the local newspaper. Unfortunately, this didn't lead to any substantial leads, and the case eventually went cold. The detectives went to speak with Paul's brother, hoping to gain further insight. During the conversation, they broke some horrendous news.
We're doing it for the families of the victims.
Victims?
I mean, yeah.
That's what I mean.
And yet, Althea's murder was just the beginning of Paul's brutal rampage.
Another girl that was crossing the bridge. Never heard her name.
In the interrogation room, the cold case detectives pushed for more details.
What does she look like?
I couldn't tell at that range.
Okay. How did you kill her?
I shot her.
Mere months after Althea's murder, on September 9, 1988, 13-year-old Stella Gonzalez was walking home with her friend Hope. The two girls were stopped by some men in a car who tried to pick them up. While Stella briefly spoke to them, Hope pulled her away as the car drove off. But minutes later, gunshots were fired in their direction, and Stella was tragically struck and killed. Depressingly, there were no witnesses to the crime besides Hope. The only potential lead came from a police officer who'd observed the girls walking, as well as a car which might have been a blue Chevrolet Chevelle with 3 Hispanic males inside. With no additional witnesses, this case went cold just like Althea's. Worse, all the files on the case were destroyed in a fire in the police station's evidence room in 2010. Finally, the cold case detectives asked Paul about one more victim he mentioned to the officers who brought him to the station.
Can you look at this photo and tell me if you recognize this person right here on the phone?
Yes, that's Caitlin.
That's Caitlin?
Yeah.
Okay.
32 years earlier, on the evening of July 16, 1989, 2 detectives stumbled upon what they thought was a traffic accident, only to discover a bone-chilling crime scene. The woman police found behind the wheel, later identified as 18-year-old Caitlin Arquette, had been shot twice in the head. The police would later learn she'd been driving home from a friend's house when she was disastrously intercepted. Notably, there was only one witness, none other than Paul Apodaca. He told the police he'd not seen what happened, but stopped to offer help just as they had. After providing his phone number, he slipped away from the scene unnoticed. Tragically, Caitlin succumbed to her wounds the next day, but no further evidence was found.
Caitlin's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Lois Duncan. She wrote the series I Know What You Did Last Summer. She also wrote a book about her daughter who killed my daughter.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I read that.
6 years after Caitlin's...
Hold up, what? Huh?
The series I Know What You Did Last Summer. She also wrote a book about her daughter who killed my daughter. Yeah, I read that.
6 years after Caitlin's death, Lois hired a private investigator who allegedly had strong suspicions about Paul's involvement. But despite this, the case remained unsolved. Now, the harrowing details of what really happened to Caitlin would come to light at long last.
So her mom was really the lady who wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer, the book? And who killed my daughter? Okay.
When I saw her, I walked up to the car, had already shot her. Cerebral swelling had been on her face and head were swelling.
You said you had already shot her?
Yes.
And you walked up to her? Okay. What kind of car did she have?
It was a red car, something.
And where did you shoot her?
I never touched her, but I shot her and killed her.
In a later interview, Paul further explained that Caitlin had pulled up next to him to stop at a red light. He fired twice, and when the light turned green, Caitlin pulled forward, crossing the median and crashing her car into a pole. Paul said he then hid his firearm under his seat and drove up to investigate her condition. Paul's frenzied violence didn't stop there. In 1990, he was charged with aggravated battery after shooting a man who he claimed he mistook for a woman. More disturbing insight connecting to this was just around the corner. However, before addressing this, the detectives questioned what motivated Paul to come forward with these terrible admissions after more than 3 decades of silence.
It took me so long to know how much a pain I've caused. What I considered the ultimate sin when I killed Althea. I thought that I could do no more harm. After years and years of contemplating and researching, I understand all the pain that I've caused, and I feel it for families of the people that I've murdered and raped. I've seen it in my own family, and I've done it to my own family.
Paul claimed that his latest incarceration for assaulting Cynthia left him with a lot of time to contemplate his actions. He claims he spent the year crying for offending God and for hurting his victims and their families. He recounted holding a napkin to his face to collect the tears, wrote down why he was crying, and placed the napkins in between the pages of his Bible, creating what he called a book of tears.
God is forgiving. God knows us and He forgives. How am I trying to understand everything that I've done? I've come to realize that I don't deserve to be forgiven.
The question of what could have driven Paul to such horrific actions remained unclear until he made one final harrowing admission.
Why did you do it?
Anger in my heart against women.
You had what in your heart? Anger. Okay.
Resentment.
Why?
Because I've always seen men treating women bad, and they have older women, and I tried to be nice, and they never appreciated it.
On January 29, 2024, Paul Apodaca pleaded guilty to 3 counts of second-degree murder, 1 count of kidnapping, as well as 1 count of first-degree attempted criminal sexual penetration for assaulting Althea. He was sentenced to 45 years in prison. While Paul confessed to several additional sexual assaults, he was never charged. If released, he will be on parole for 2 years and on probation for 5 years.
No, he bet not ever be released. Look, what just messed with me is he said he admitted to more things, and in my brain, I'm like, he did more than what if he did all of this in 1988, what did he do in the 90s? What did he do in the 90s? Like, man, you not finna tell me. That's why they said he probably admitted so much stuff from 90 that it was crazy. They couldn't even put all in this video. Yeah. Yeah, he was on that list too. Rock people who I ain't gonna say tell y'all how to live y'all life. I ain't gonna say too much. YouTube like to say I'm promote stuff, so I can't really say. You know how you a viewer, you can say as much as you want. You know, sometimes we'll just get us a notification on our YouTube dashboard, and it's like, you know this, blah, 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 community guideline. And you can only get so many. So, you know, a lot of people don't say a lot of things. But what I will say is, that boy is on that list. You hear me? Boy, I do not rock with you. You was on that list. Like, get on, man. Stop playing with me. No. And you wrong for what you did. And you did more than you probably did some stuff that you don't even want to tell people about. Like, come on, man. Nah, I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. He probably did even worse. But look, y'all, I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here. It's 4:40 in the morning. So look, man, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Rate y'all gang.